hope everyone's having a great day. Just want to share a little bit about me and what I'm doing. I am an elementary school principal, and let me just tell you, I love my job. I absolutely love what I do. I've been in education ever since I started working and cannot imagine having a different career. I pour a lot of myself and my energy into what I do. I'm very data driven, love looking at data, and honestly, it consumes all of my time, all of my energy, all of my body. And if you're in education, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, and you can understand that. A lot of us do. We just love our jobs. Well, 2 years ago, I was at a conference, and Kim reached out to me. I was in my hotel room one night, and she reached out to me, and she started telling me about Rodan & Fields and that she was selling it. Well, I really didn't have a whole lot of problem with my skin. Now, I did spend a lot of money on skin products at the drugstore. I would just go, hey, this looks new. Let me try this. Let me try this. So I did spend a lot of money on things at the drugstore. So Rodan & Fields really was a value to me. So I signed up as a preferred customer and started with the Redefine regimen. Fell in love with it as soon as I started it. During that time, Kim, my daughter, has eczema, and Kim was able to hook us up with a product to help her. And then having 2 teenage daughters, of course, acne comes with the teenage years, and so she was able to hook us up with Unblemished, and that has been very successful for that area. So I've also tried other products, the eye cream and different things. I've enjoyed and loved every product that I've used. Wouldn't trade it. Well, after the recent convention, I noticed all of these postings on Facebook about the new products that were coming out, and I thought, oh, I need those things. I want to try them. So I reached out to Kim, and I told her that I wanted to change my preferred customer order so that I could get some of the new stuff coming out. And so she said, you know, Shelly, why are you not selling this stuff? And I thought, well, I don't have time to sell this stuff. That's why I'm not. And it's not that I didn't believe in it. I just didn't have time. So she said, really, think about it. Educators do a great job in this business. And so that was towards the end of the week. So my husband and I, we went out one night, and I was talking to him about it. And he said, you know, if you want to do it, do it. He was fine with it. And my husband's very supportive, and I don't know how he puts up with me. I really don't. I thought, you know, maybe I should. Maybe I should just give it a shot. I am 47. I have 6 or 7 more years until I can retire. We want to build a retirement home, and if I can bring some extra money in, that would be great, because as an educator, you really cannot get a second job. It's hard to do that, and because you're always doing your first job. So I knew that wasn't an option for me to get a second job, and if I could bring some money into the family to help with our retirement home, that would be great. I also have a bad habit of Disney. I love Disney. My daughter and I just recently got back from Disney, so I thought, you know, if I can make a little side money to fund myself a Hopper ticket, that'd be great too. So really, that was my why to begin with, but that why has changed just in a short week. After I signed up, I went home immediately that night, signed up, got excited about it, ordered my starter kit, and I started telling people about it, and they started saying, Shelly, how are you going to have time for this? You are so busy with work. How are you going to have time? And then I started thinking, they are right. What was I thinking? I cannot manage this. I cannot do this. So I reached back out to Kim, and I said, Kim, I just can't. I can't do this. And she said, well, hold on. Let me let you talk to someone that understands your world. And so that's exactly what she did. That conversation changed everything. This girl that she hooked me up with on a 3-way call, she's also an educator. So she called me, and she definitely understood my world. She understood the time constraints and the dedication that you have when you're an educator. And she said, you know, think of it this way. You may not, you may make a whole lot of money with this, but your purpose in this is not to start a new career, to quit what you're doing. this might end up being a release for you, a way to break away from the normal routine of school, even if it's just for a little bit each day. So when I got off the phone with her, I thought, maybe she's right. And I started reflecting on some things. And that night that I went out with my husband and we talked about it, about me doing this, honestly, I can say it's been a long time since we've had a conversation that did not center around my school world. I didn't really realize that. But then I started thinking about some other things. When I go to a ball game, I really didn't talk to a whole lot of people because the only thing I knew to talk about was school. They're not interested in that. So it really started resonating with me what she said. Well, this past weekend, we were out to eat with someone, or we were out to eat together, and someone walked up to our table and sat down, and they were talking to us, and she made a comment about my skin. And so I started talking to her about Roden and Fields, and we had a conversation. And that night, I laid in the bed and I thought, if 2 weeks ago, if she had come to the table, I would have just listened to her and said, yeah, thanks. And that would have probably been it. But because I was able to talk to her about a product that I'm passionate about, a product that I believe in, a product that has worked for me and my girls, I was able to carry on a conversation with her where 2 weeks ago, I would have just wanted to talk to her about data and school things. And you know what? If I'd have done that, she'd have been getting up out of the table really quick and walking away. But I was able to connect with her and talk with her about something that was important to her, and I could talk about something that I was passionate about. That felt good. So my why now has definitely changed. My why at the beginning was a little bit of hopper pass for Disney to go see Mickey and maybe to put some money back for retirement, for our retirement home. But now my why is much bigger than money. My why really is to release some stress, which will make me healthier, which will make me be able to spend more time with my family, and it's given me an opportunity to network with some people and not talk about school, not talk about work all the time. And like I said, I love what I do, and I love talking about my work, but not everybody does. My husband, he wants my school to be successful, and he wants my teachers happy, and he wants to hear about the kids, but really that's not his world. And my kids really don't want to hear it either. They want me to spend time talking to them. My oldest one, I need to be focused on her ball game when I go to her ball game, and I don't need to be so worried about school data. And when I'm sitting in the stands with people all around me, I need to be able to talk to them. And honestly, 2 weeks ago, I would have had nothing else to talk about other than school stuff. So this has kind of opened a door for me to be able to network with some other people, to talk with people. It's opening some doors for me to become more healthy and just to break away, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day, and do something different other than school. So then when I'm finished with this in 15 minutes, I've got my data sitting right here beside me. I can turn to that data and I can look at it, and my mind's going to be more clear to where I can think. So this has been a release for me, and I'm excited about the opportunities that God has available for me through this. Maybe it's developing relationships. Maybe it is something financial. But I am excited about where this is going to take me and my family, and I'm just ready to join with Roden and Fields and see where God takes this. So if you have any questions about the products, let me know. I will be more than happy to help you. And if I can't help you, if I'm not sure what the answers are, let me tell you one thing that I have found through Roden and Fields already in just 2 short weeks. There's an army of people behind me and beside me that will help me through this process. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope everyone has a great night.